Яндекс Плюс — это фильмы и сериалы, новинки каждую неделю на Кинопоиске, плюс миллионы треков под любое настроение на Яндекс.Музыке, плюс «Моя волна» — новая система рекомендаций, которая знает, что понравится именно вам. Равно бесплатно до осени. Яндекс Плюс — подписка со множеством плюсов.
Somebody has to be out there. Somebody has to be willing to go through it. Somebody has to be willing to sacrifice.
think we should explore a few solutions.
Grammarly's suggestions catch when you're
прибываете в важный регион. Приготовьтесь к бою. Выберите героя.
Oh damn.
Hello, 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 hello.
How are you, man?
Нас ждет славная битва!
Пять, 4, 3, 2, 1. Первый раунд.
Let's go, they have to knock.
Захватите.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, falla. Teleport, baby.
Противник обнаружен.
No, okay.
Balloon.
Behind us.
One. Try for one. Fuck. Oh no.
Приветствую.
Я еще не закончил!
Ясно. Погоня!
One, max one. What the? We need to count, guys.
Can you twitch the soldier?
Командное убийство.
I'm trying to fuck with this forever. See that? You see that?
I simply lost this sound. It's gone.
Ливень возмездия. Двойной трейд.
Это еще не конец!
Okay.
Счет
Okay.
0-1.
I guess we do either tank. You want guys?
Всегда сражайся за то, во что веришь.
Okay.
Просто действуйте по плану. Если что случится, я вас вытащу.
How to play Overwatch.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Второй раунд. Захватить огонь. На меня напали. Восстановите силы.
Team one, team one. Keyhawk first, maybe.
Актив.
Okay, nice.
Только в бою узнаешь себе цену.
Okay, can die, I guess.
Yes, one.
Я подмечу. Я тебя не оставлю.
Герой не умирает. Давай вернем тебя в строй.
Спасибо.
Switch one tank into the team.
Tracer one, guys.
Жить будешь. Я видела раны. Усиление действует. А ну бой! Ливень возмездия!
Герои, восстаньте. Нужно лечение.
Все хорошо.
Герои не умирают.
Готов?
Покажи, на что способен.
Да я в ударе.
We might need a second.
Какой потенциал.
I switch.
one last step. If you that dis to the chat.
Rider in how one team a week. Scott.
You know what that looks is
Honest.
suit
Sides into it. Overwatch act.
dominant run
You're calling balls.
that Atlanta Reign and Shanghai to rock the roll our style.
Here at least in the Overwatch League.
And there's a sense of foreboding knowing that surely this man has a payload to deliver. Pile drive here. In we go. There's a flashbang. Cowboy's able to stop the wrecking ball, but not Flatter. He's going to deliver that pulse bomb there, and Pelican loses his turret. That's going to be on cooldown for a little while, and the Dragons are playing ahead. They're forcing the Reign back, preventing them from even getting close to touching.
Yes, that's a lot used there for Shanghai. They end up using the pulse bomb and the EMP right after that. So if you're Atlanta, you come back, you have the ability to use this sound barrier offensively, which is probably what they would like to do.
We've seen this on Ilios before from the Dragons. They like to try and play as far forward as possible, make it hard for this very telegraphed Reinhardt composition to get into a good position. That hack was completed on Pelican. He could be in trouble, but it's going to be Master that actually goes down to the self-destruct. The Atlanta Reign, they might be in disarray, but they're still able to snatch up Fate, and Lip has to translocate to stay alive. Izayaki, though, that's nasty stuff. Cowboy and the Baptiste fall to his hand.
And Shanghai has not been bothered enough, or even put into trouble to the point that they're even thinking about popping the Rally or the Transcendence. They've been able to hold on to these two ultimates for an extended period of time, as Atlanta has had a difficulty closing the gap with this composition.
They have the speed boost, but they keep getting interrupted by this pulse bomb pile driver combination. This time Iris has the immortality field in play, but the Reign have to go. 88% and ticking, and Gator is itching to use this Earth Shatter. His shield's down. The Earth Shatter clatters harmlessly off one of the pillars, and Hawk is taken down in the backline by Fate. Kai is getting pressured very up close and personal, and an amplification matrix is deployed by Iris. That lets Pelican find the kill, but the Reign, they weren't close enough to the point. Pelican cannot touch.
Yeah, they trapped them in that side room, and they're not able to get out, get a touch on the point. So Shanghai will take this first round here on a pretty decent look that we in the regular season. So the Wrecking Ball would be a new look.
Iris is contained in speed 1-0.
Okay, so Atlanta decides to play this with Lucio and Moira instead of like the Zen or the Brig, and they'll be Fleta on the Echo, so that's a bit of a change, and that's going to be Pelican insta-killing Izayaki there. I mean, that is a great first pick.
They have to trade Hawk's mech for this, and look at this, the Atlanta Reign, going with this zombie composition that the Dallas Fuel really tried to push. So much of this is going to depend on removing someone like Izayaki from the equation, and even though they do that, they lose Hawk's mech in response.
Yeah, they're also trying to play from like that side of the map where Shanghai would be coming from. It gives them an opportunity to potentially get Izayaki off of respawn, right? Be able to take him out. He's got to come out of the Shanghai spawn, get up to snuff with the rest of the team, but you're now trying to farm up this coalescence.
Shanghai are the best team at winning fights when they're down by one player. They have the highest percentage, almost 30% after losing an individual at the start of the fight. Marcy going to get burned down this time, so the Dragons start with a short lead, but Kai will respond quickly. Hawk trying to double back to the Mega Health Pack, and Pelican trying to help by hacking it to make it come back faster. It's too late though, and now Void is going to be a problem. Hawk able to get healed up for the time being, and okay, Void almost backed off, but comes in to finish his prey.
Yeah, he's trying to play off of that Mega Health Pack, but not going to work there for Hawk. Is Shanghai has been dominant here early on this point. Really, after losing Izayaki at the start, it has been all Shanghai Dragons. Some nice shots there on Akai as he was pretty low going up to the high ground. This will be Atlanta's one of their best chances.
Привет.
Честь нераздельна.
Атака начнется через 30.
Готов поспорить, что мой лук бьет точнее твоей винтовки.
Роковая ошибка. Привет. Пять, 4, 3, 2, 1. Атака началась. Доставьте груз.
Ты ничто. От волка никто не скрывается. Начнем сначала. Я вижу незримое. Отмечен.
Ангел-хранитель прибыл.
Вирус сам себя не достать!
От волка никто не скрывается. Отмечен.
Вперед! Покажи им!
Меня не остановить!
Я вижу
От меня никто не скроется.
Симулятор готов. Сопровождаю груз.
Никто не сдержит от моего взгляда. Я найду.
Герой, не умирай! Симулятор активен! Герои, восстаньте!
Груз достиг контрольной точки.
отмечен. От волка никто не скрывается.
Давай вернем тебя в строй.
Я вижу незримое.
Будет исполнено.
Я вижу глазами волка. О, Каньо! Укатык ее куроне!
Держимся вместе. Сюда. Вот это момент.
От волка никто не скрывается. Я вижу
Никто не ускользнет от моего взгляда.
от волка никто не скрывается.
Привет.
Вперед! Покажи им!
Я неудержим.
Всем привет. Привет. Не подвух. Приветствую. Она прекрасна. Приводился. Осторожно. Ай, тебя пора закрыть.
Груз достиг контрольной точки.
Приводился.
Помогите!
Меня переполняет энергия.
Не подвух. Способность готова. Будет исполнено. Слава науке!
Герои, восстаньте! Герои не умирают!
И снова в бой!
Кто не ускользнет от моего взгляда?
Я в ударе.
Симулятор активен. Счет. 3-0.
Thus far, then. EMP plus a coalescence to use.
ZMP is pivotal. Pelican needs a good connection. Not necessarily the quantity, but the quality of connection. It's Void. He's the only one getting caught by that EMP now. Can the Rain respond? Yes. Void is picked up. He had a...
Перегрузка! Как здесь вообще что-то работает? Приветствую. Приветствую.
30 секунд до атаки.
Привет. Нормальной китайской еды.
Я помню о наших разногласиях, и все же твой блестящий ум по достоинству оценили бы в оазисе.
Спасибо, но нет. Ты твоих оленей. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Начинается атака. Остановите груз.
Я вижу незримое. Приветствую. Разрушение.
Не покидай нас.
От волка никто не скроется. Отмечен.
Восстанавливают клеточные структуры.
Я вижу глазами волка.
Никто не ускользнет от моего взгляда.
Я призываю силу.
Наружу противник. Я вижу глазами волка.
Груз достиг контрольной точки. Повсюду.
Я вижу незримое.
Вперед!
Герои не умирают.
Здравствуйте. Я лучше. От волка никто не скрывается.
Никто не ускользнет от моего взгляда.
Волк ее. Отдайте ее фуроне! Приветствую. Я вижу незримое. От волка никто не скрывается.
Герои, восстаньте!
И слаб. Я вижу глазами.
Вперед! Покажи им!
Никогда не сдавайся.
Никто не ускользнет от моего взгляда.
Я вижу незримое.
Жить будешь. Я видела раны и пострашнее.
Легкое прикосновение.
Гроз приближается к пункту назначения.
Юга Вакатаки Окура!
Двойное убийство. Никто не ускользнет от моего взгляда.
Хомяк восстановлен.
Герои, восстаньте!
Система восстановлена. Исчезните. Прямое попадание. Враги возрождаются.
Я за тобой пришла.
Никто не ускользнет от моего взгляда.
Система восстановлена.
Осталось одна минута.
Вулкан
Осталось 30 секунд. Осталось 10 секунд.
Вперед, покажи им.
Победа.
Self-destruct, but didn't have the time to use it while he was hacked. There is a transcendence here, lurking for Izayaki. And Fate, no! Over the edge! Masa sends him packing, Matt.
Yeah, and Gator's going to actually finish off Void. So you have both tanks down here for the Shanghai Dragons. Should be able to winnable for the Atlanta Reign, but you're going to have Gator fall to the minefield that was actually left there by Fate. So look at all this pressure as Lee Jae-gon gets right in Masa's face on the Mercy.
This is the Dragons, they just don't know when to quit, but maybe losing Lee Jae-gon heralds a bit of a lull in the action. Once Lip can get back to safety, of course, and Kai won't let that happen.
I was going to say, it's going to be pretty difficult for him to get out of that position, as Lip was so far behind enemy lines. The Coalescence used now, but I know Shanghai just back up.
Interesting decision there from Iris. Again, wants to continue harassing Fate there, even sends a Biotic Orb his way.
So it changed, okay.
Мир вам. Я вижу незримое. Я отрекся от империи моего отца. И от его детей тоже. Я чувствую в тебе тот же гнев, что раньше одолевал и твоего брата. Мы совершенно
Пять, 4, 3, 2, 1. Начинается атака. Остановите груз.
мне пригодится ваша помощь. Мне нужно лечить.
Груз достиг контроля.
Цикл начинается снова.
Nice look. Quite late, but nice look.
Исход не предопределен. Нужно остановить груз.
15.29. No sé. There's one.
Работа мастера. Я тебя прикрою. Это поможет.
Back.
Это поле защитит.
Стимулятор активен.
Исход не предопределен.
You got thing. Come on. Jungle line.
Ощутите небытие.
Пошел залп.
Самый трудный ударил.
Put the sleeping gear. Come here.
Не стойте у меня на пути.
Find.
Осталось 30.
Get back.
Заря в боевую готовность.
Осталось 10 секунд.
It's up. It's sleeping coming.
Дополнительное время.
Domain can handle you. Domain. Yeah,
Счет. 0. 1. Смена сторон. Приготовьтесь атаковать. Выберите героя.
So for a second there, I thought we were going to see a change where Fledo was actually hovering over on the Cowboy, but he's actually going to go to Tracer because they won't live on the Summer.
They're keeping the Mercy though. So
I think it's just because you have Valk at this moment.
Absolutely. Lee Jae-gon pops that one. Kai's forced to
Shanghai
recall.
clips the point.
Pelican and Hawk standing here now, though. They should have a chance to take it back and stall things down a little bit. Shanghai were really hoping to get there before it changed hands once more. Izayaki is still standing on top of this Transcendence. Will he have a chance to use it? It's going to be Hawk self-destruct on the point now, but Kai is taken down by Lip the hack. Rendered Sombra's defense is useless. And Izayaki transitions back to a defensive position, and Hawk tries to chase him behind enemy line.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Атака началась. Доставьте груз. Подтвержден. Мне нужна помощь.
Продолжается.
Твоя слабость открылась.
Сопровождаю группу. Держитесь за мной.
Исход не предопределен.
Уинстон здесь.
Эй! Давайте снова
Давайте выйдем. Состояние
Герои, встаньте. Выкурим их.
Ощутите небытие.
Мы должны работать сообща. Адаптивный контур включен. Турбосвин. Груз достиг контрольной точки.
Еще больше хаос.
Повсюду начинаем турбосвинство.
Вселенная примет.
Вот, готов.
Мир вам.
Серьезно? Герои,
Невзгоды помогают нам меняться. Слейтесь со сферой. Не слушайся глаз. Ощутите небытие.
Адаптивный контур включен. Турбосвин.
Начинаю. Турбо пошел в зал. Я все должна сама.
Груз не движется.
Сопровождаю груз. Держите
Bad defense.
Победа.
Лучший момент матча.
He's going to get picked off now. The mech. Destroyed, and even with 3 players hit by the EMP, the Dragons have more than enough elbow grease to muscle the rain off the point.
Yeah, Shanghai will flip this back. Does Atlanta have enough time to be able to come back and muster up one more fight? You have Masa spawning now, so you're not going to have the ability for the speed boost. And look at this minefield dropped right at the entryway.
It doesn't cover the whole point there, as Fate didn't have enough time to get up, but it may not matter. Kai still walked into it anyway. A nasty surprise awaits the Atlanta Reign when they come home to call. And Gator going to be able to drop onto the point now. The adaptive shielding keeping him alive, and Izyaki's gone over the edge, but Lip, that EMP is going to hurt. Masa, not a thing he could do to get away from it. And now Iris is caught on the outside looking in. Didn't even have to fade to make it happen, and the Dragons make a strong statement early in this series.
Yeah, it's a whole Atlanta Reign. Where did that work?
Seem to see less than I don't know. The hand. They're going to get Atlanta Reign.
Freshman.
Have such for looking up. Lip doesn't miss. Gator
With and train. Like I imagine, you're gonna see the Pharah Ashe composition here, and then you also have double shield, so Orisa Sigma.
No shock to see this from the Dragons. In fact, the Gladiators played a similar style on this as well. They use Muse on the Orisa defensively, but this is a little bit of a twist. This is quite risky.
Yeah, we'll see if this is actually where they come out and play.
Atlanta play Lucio. They could catch the Dragons, right?
I mean, they play Sim as well. They definitely can.
Iziyaki hiding, waiting.
So the idea here is probably a biotic.
They know. Surely they know. Pelican has slept here. Can they finish him off? They can. A big kill, but can Iziyaki and Code get out?
Yeah, they will.
Oh, they can. Egg on the Atlanta Reigns face to start this one off.
It's pretty cheeky there. Okay, so look at this. Atlanta. Now you would expect Atlanta to try and play like, you know, the Reinhardt, the May, try and be like a rush style team against this. They're actually going to put Gator on the ball, and they're going to go with the Tracer Echo combination.
And of course, backed up with the Mercy. Gator swings on in here, and it's a lot of damage to be dealing with. Lip doesn't miss. Luckily, Kai's able to pick himself up and recall away, but Iris doesn't quite have that tech. He is caught. And Fleta now will ward Pelican away, and that's a nasty shot. You res that? Really? Master's very low, taken down, and this has turned into a bit of a staggered engagement.
Yeah, I mean, Gator's still going in. Okay, so Gator's going to try and get like a position behind enemy lines. They're going to burn the res here to bring Lip back. So, and now with Gator behind, I actually think Gator slept. Yeah, so he's actually slept here by Iziyaki again.
The Sandman cometh, Matt. Gator is in, he's in deep trouble.
That is clean there. Iziyaki getting off to a fantastic start, right? Sleep on the Pelican to get that early first kill. Now, you know, Gator trying to get behind, they'll sleep him, take care of him. So now some more changes here for the Atlanta Reign. You're going to have the Orisa composition here, not double shield, so you'll keep the D.Va in the mix. You kind of need the D.Va to deal with the Pharah and the rockets that come down. And you have Kai now on hit scan.
The Sigma on the off angle is also hard to deal with if you don't have somebody that can go up there and answer him. Some devious licks already from Iziyaki. Keep an eye on that, Anna. He is filthy. And we're close to a barrage here, crucially for Fleta. So a lot of those key ultimates are really about to come online for the Dragons.
Too.
That's half of the Atlanta Reigns' time gone.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot rely on Fleta just peeking his head and Kai being able to take it off, as Fleta plays so safe.
I mean, look, a lot of damage going on with the Dragons right now. Bob gets blown up pretty quickly, but Fate can just back around a corner and hide. Hold there was used to try and catch Pelican, hold him a lot so Lip could clean him up. But Pelican's able to get away now. Fletter's got to go aggressive. He's got no other choice. The focusing beam came in, but here's the barrage. It's Izayaki that comes up with the credit for the kill. But Fletter was getting his hands dirty, sure enough. And the Shanghai Dragons are done playing nice.
Yeah, I mean, his FAR is insane, right? There's a reason why Fletter was the MVP last year. Just the ability to play so many different heroes at that level. Shanghai have decided to get right up next to the spawn door, make this one personal.
This is not close, ladies and gentlemen. Another level has been found by the Shanghai Dragons, and the Rain are reeling. My boy Dylan Francis get more airtime than these guys at this rate. The Rain need to dig deep.
And I mentioned it would be telling, like, if Shanghai was forced off of some of the stuff that they like to do to try and adjust. I think it's kind of gone completely the other way, right? Atlanta is forced into maybe an area that they're not extremely comfortable in, having to play some of these different comps.
Pelican goes on in and slept immediately. Another one from Izayaki. At the Rude Awakening now in the duplicated Orisa form. Halt is unavailable now, so Pelican cannot bring anyone down from the high ground, but getting rid of the enemy Orisa is a good start. Lee Jae-gon clearly not in position to resurrect, and Kai finds the dynamite kill on Lip. It is a 6v4, and Kai sitting pretty here on that archway. It'll be the Rain to make their way slowly to point A, but sure enough, they'll get there.
Does Shanghai try and recontest? Fate back on the ball. Might be able to get a touch here. If he does, then you're coming up on maybe a Gravitic Flux and above.
He's in. Flatter now dealing with Pelican. Bursts down those. A lot of damage coming from Pelican's direction. And now he's able to focus on some of those larger targets. Fate is not going to be left alone. And Izayaki can barely touch. The Atlanta Rain really had to dig their heels in, Matthew, but now they're on the way to point B.
I mean, that's huge, right? That's, you kind of look at that moment right there, and that's something that probably keeps Atlanta in this series, at least for now, right? Where you don't get a tick, you lose that first point to Shanghai, it's already too right where
direction. Flatter now dealing with Pelican. Bursts down those. A lot of damage coming from Pelican's direction. And now he's able to focus on some of those larger targets. Fate is not going to be left alone. And Izayaki can barely touch. The Atlanta Rain really had to dig their heels in, Matthew, but now they're on the way to point B.
I mean, that's huge, right? That's, you kind of look at that moment right there, and that's something that probably keeps Atlanta in this series, at least for now, right? Where you don't get a tick, you lose that first point to Shanghai, it's already 2-0, they're halfway there. Taking it home, you're in lots of trouble. Now they kind of keep themselves alive here. 2 minutes and 30 on the clock. Some ultimates available here for Shanghai. So Atlanta, you're still having to build up towards something, right? You don't have anything to work with right now.
Lee Jae-gon is trying to play as safe as possible here. Okay, okay, settle. Then that Primal Instinct took hold there. Pulls the clock out. That was the Valkyrie from Lee Jae-gon, now expended.
You're looking at an Amp Matrix here from the high ground here for the Atlanta Rain, trying to get themselves some space, get Kai set up.
Hawk's a problem on the point right now. He's almost gotten one tick, and Pelican was again able to assassinate Fletter, really trying to leverage that Rookie of the Year caliber, Matthew. He gets pressured a little bit by Lip on the lower ground, and he's not able to get away. It's going to be Bob that actually finishes the job, and Fletter is back in the fight. That's 2 ticks, though. Hawk sitting on the point trying to get this thing captured. The self-destruct comes out, but there's no pilot to clamber back in, and the Atlanta Rain now have the numbers to go forward with. Supercharger thrown down. Void trying to hold the fort here with that kinetic grasp, and Bob making it hard for him. But Lip has a cheeky little angle here to play from now. A dynamite right into the back line. Massa very low. He needs to jump inside the Immortality Field, and now Fate tries to get involved. Pile driver there, but he rolls out of the Immortality Field, and Izayaki has no one to keep alive. The Atlanta Rain have come alive in the last few moments, and they'll have the cap on point B. Huge.
Benim kutu açılmacın. Aha.